The town of Váci is on the shore of the most important trade route of medieval Europe, the river Danube, where the mountains and the plains meet. The Baroque buildings of its main square, the town hall, the house at the south end, and the White Friars Church form a unique ensemble of extraordinary artistic value. Visitors coming from Budapest and heading for the old town centre are greeted by the stone saints of the Baroque bridge. In addition to its historical monuments, the town is also famous for the FORTE factory. Built on the site of the former nursery garden, the factory of international renown is a decisive feature of the southern part of the town. Its construction started in 1913, following an agreement between the Hungarian government and the Kodak company. In the beginning, work progressed rapidly. The outbreak of the First World War postponed the completion of the factory, so production started only on the 19th of March 1922. The factory, working continuously with a small workforce, was also visited by the owner of the Kodak company, Mr. George Eastman. At that time, only 7 types of photographic papers were produced, and the output was 1 million square meters. During the Second World War, the factory suffered enormous losses. The area bombings caused the greatest damage to the southern part of the town. Their target was the Kodak factory. After the war, the Kodak company sold the badly damaged and partly dismantled factory to the Hungarian General Credit Bank, so it became a national joint stock company. When the banks were nationalized, the factory became a state-owned company, and on the 28th of April 1948, it was renamed FORTE Photochemical Industry. The remnants of the war slowly disappeared. The factory started to produce photo plates, films, and later colored photo materials. Production was constantly increased. The general reconstruction of the factory began in the early 60s. New workshops and laboratories were built and supplied with up-to-date equipment and instruments. The existing workshops were updated as well, while the green areas belonging to the factory were maintained, embellished, and expanded. The grandiose 7-year scheme resulted in a 4-fold increase in the factory's fixed assets. FORTE became a modern, medium-scale factory. The annual output is 10 million square meters of photopaper and 1 million square meters of film. If arranged in a 1-meter wide strip, the paper would cover the distance from Budapest to Colombia, while a similar strip of the film would reach Berlin. This is how the photographic emulsion is made. While stirring the warm solution of gelatine, a diluted solution of halides and silver nitrate is trickled into it. In the presence of gelatine, stable colloid or silver halide is precipitated. This is the photographic emulsion. If the experiment is made without gelatine, the rough silver halide crystals soon deposit. In making a motion, accuracy and cleanness is required. At the beginning, the necessary compounds are carefully checked and measured, and the solutions are made. The difficult work of weighing gelatine is helped by programmed automat. Due to further heating, the silver haloid crystals further grow, and depending on the concentration, conditions assume the necessary microcrystalline structure. Adding macromolecular surface-active materials and sulfuric acid, the solution is precipitated. So the byproduct of the chemical reaction, potassium nitrate, can be removed from the system. This is called coagulation. After this, the system is put into solution again, and another heat treatment follows in the presence of compounds containing sulfur and gold. Now, sensitivity increases until reaching a maximum, then begins to decrease. Reaching optimal sensitivity is the result of careful measurements. As the system reaches this optimum, the sensitization process is stopped. Laboratory tests decide on the suitability of the paper and film bases as well, for they are to bear the thin photosensitive coating. The full cross-section of the emulsion-coated surface is scanned with an infrared beam of rays, detecting even the smallest flows. The data from the defect detector accompany the rolls to the packaging shop to make sure no sheets and rolls with defective surface are packed into the boxes. Heavy-duty strip cutters produce the rolls appropriate for the automatic developing machines. The traditional sheet forms are cut by the cross-dock cutters. The cardboard boxes, ensuring the neat appearance of the various products as well as their protection, are made in one of the workshops of the factory. The monotonous manual work of packing is saved by the automatic packaging machines, which cover the film boxes with a protective foil as well. The carton products are stored on the shelves of the mechanized store to be shipped to our customers in different countries. Our main task is to meet the increasing demands of the market. It can be reached only with the improvement of the quality and the extension of the range of our products. Technical development requires well-equipped research laboratories. Besides doing basic research and preparing new products, their task is modernizing products and developing manufacturing technologies. In the laboratory, highly trained experts make the best use of their modern equipment. The researchers of the factory give account of their achievements in basic and applied research in various journals and at conferences in Hungary and abroad. Besides developing products, the development of production is another important task. The designer's ideas are realized by the workers of the experimental and maintenance shops. Apart from the ordinary bookkeeping and accounting, the computer center serves the inevitable purpose of production programming and technical development. Meeting the needs of amateur photographers is one of our most important tasks. That is why we opened our showroom and set up a network to deliver the exposed films to the processing laboratory of the factory. The up-to-date laboratory satisfies all demands. One of its popular services is making color prints in 24 hours. At present, the factory produces 100 types of papers and 40 types of films. Only 1/3 of these are used in Hungary. The exports and imports of the factory are handled by the Chemolimpex Foreign Trade Company. The products of the Hungarian FORTE factory are being sold on the markets of 74 countries throughout the world.